On today's tips for physical therapists from prosthetists, Varus thrust, lateral thrust, mid stance. Now, you should know that normal gait, normal human locomotion is gold standard. It's your world. It's what you should be paying attention to. And I'll link that video. I hope it's here. But today we want to let you know one of the things that we particularly and peculiarly pay attention to when it comes to amputee gait. And that is that on the prosthetic side, there's a varus thrust at mid stance. Now, this is mainly visible when it comes to our transtibial amputees. So that's where you'll see us focusing in on this. Why do we do it? Well, because for a prosthesis to perform properly, if we see a slight varus thrust at mid-stance, we know that the weight-bearing areas in that prosthesis with that limb are behaving the way that we expect. Now, just because it's something we pay a lot of attention to, and it's something we can literally change by turning wrenches, please realize you have a huge ability to impact this and change this as well. And it is right back to your normal human locomotion, normal gait. What do I mean? Well, if someone has a huge excessive varus thrust at mid-stance, chances are they're walking with a too narrow base of support. They might even be crossing in the midline, and that's not good for them. That is a gait problem. It's easy to correct. Get the patients to widen their base of support. So we're looking at this in the context of appropriate therapy, appropriate cueing, appropriate gait training, and that they have an appropriate sized base of support for where they are in their recovery process. But if they do, then we want to see a slight varus thrust that's close to normal if their other knee and leg is normal. And that just helps us understand that, yeah, everything's working appropriately on the prosthesis. The other place where this really comes into play, as patients improve, we'll see changes here as well. So frequently, we'll have a prosthesis when it's their first one set up so that, we're looking for more than half, say 3 out of 5 steps will go with a slight lateral thrust because they're going to be walking tentatively, so it might not be consistent. As long as it's more than half in those early stages, we're going to be happy. We expect that as their gait improves, they simply automatically adapt, and you'll see that count go up where it's more consistent. And then once they move, say, from a walker to a cane, or a cane to nothing at all, or from their inside environment to their outside environment, those are key places where we like to, again, pay attention to this because it might require some minor prosthetic adjustments. So, big picture, normal gait, normal locomotion. If it looks really crazy, pay attention to how wide their base of support is. And now you know why we might be paying attention to this and when to invite us in to make changes, going from walker to cane, cane to nothing at all, or a change in their walking environment. Thanks a lot.